Hi folks, welcome to another Qashqai video. You voted yesterday on Easter Sunday and you decided that we're going to do a video today all about under the boot floor in the back. Excuse me, so that's going to be things on your tyre repair kits and all the parts that are included with it. Obviously, so mine doesn't have a spare wheel. If you did have a spare wheel, then I'll kind of explain what you would find there, but it's a little bit more simple than a tyre repair kit, so I'll go through that. It's a lovely day today, but it's actually really windy, so I'm going to go out to the car with the camera, show you how to access it all, get the stuff out, but then I'm actually going to bring the whole tray back inside and we're going to go through all the parts inside because my phone doesn't actually like the wind very much and it'll be really hard to hear me. So let's get on with it and get straight down to the car. So we're now out of the car, so obviously the boot's open. Check out one of my other videos about in the boot because you can have these covers at different heights, so you may actually find that your covers are like so. You can do that, or you can do that, so you might find yours are like that. So they are. Hopefully you can see right into the boot. Yep. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these out, put them next to the car, 1 and 2, and then next up obviously you've got the boot floor itself. Now if I just move the camera, you'll be able to see that just inside the rear lip you've got this little cord here. All you need to do is give that a pull and that will lift the boot floor out. So we'll give that a pull. We've got this bit here that bends to release it. Once that's lifted, just slide it out. Put that out of the way. And now we've got access to what's in our boot floor. Now I must point out that I've added some things to this because I've taken it to Europe where they have different laws on what you need to have in your car. Things like first aid kit, high-vis jackets, warning triangles, etc. But I've noticed that all these parts are here if you do need them. So if you have got them around your house, you've got room in your boot to put them in and have them there for storage. Also got some jump cables just down here. So I'm just going to show you how you release this now and explain about the spare wheel situation, or the space saver, and then we'll move all this inside and we'll go through each part. So if I put you back down. So to remove it, the same as if you had a space saver wheel, you've got this central screw bolt. All you need to do is anti-clockwise to loosen it. This would be, like I say, it's the same if you had a space saver wheel, you'll have the same thing there, you just need to loosen that. Once it's loose, it just pulls out, put it somewhere safe, and now this whole thing is loose to come out. So you've got 2 gaps each side, or 1 gap each side, up and out it pops. So like I say, now I'm just going to explain if you had a space saver, you would now find your space saver tyre, which is a much thinner version of your wheel in this area here. You may also have a subwoofer if you've got a Bose sound system which sits in the centre of the space saver. But same again, you just have a screw that I've just undone and you'll be able to take the spare wheel out. Also while I'm out here, in this pack here, you should have one of these, which is like a U-shaped clip. What this is for is on your spare wheel, you'll notice, excuse how dirty they are, obviously there's my locking wheel nut, but the rest of them, the normal nuts or bolts, they have these fake tops to them, which aren't actually the nuts. If you put your wrench on them, you'll probably snap them. This is actually to take them off. So what you do, you just put them so they clip each side and you listen for the click. There you go, and now it's actually attached. What you need to do then is give it a pull, a wobble and a pull, and it will pull that cover off, leaving the nut to be pulled out, to be undone. So that's what that's for. Just thought I'd show you that whilst we're outside the car. Let's take it out, just give it a release, and pop it back onto the nut when you're done. Just push it back on. There we go, so that's what that's for. I'll show you that whilst we're outside. So next what we'll do, we'll head inside and we'll go through all of these different parts. Just before we continue with the video, I just wanted to give a shout out to vinolution.uk who recently sponsored me. Excuse the dirty car, but they have supplied me with these stickers. So you can now spot me if you're around the Nottinghamshire area. You'll spot either me or maybe even my wife because she uses the car as well. If you spot them, give us a wave. Just let us know you know who we are. It'd be nice. so they're dotted around the car. But yeah, Vinolution, if you need any of your car stickers or stickers for stuff around the home, anything really, just get in touch with them. They can work something out for you, and they're a great couple of guys. So yeah. So what's included in this this tyre repair kit package that you're going to get with the car? First off, I'll take the stuff out that I've added to it. You may want to do the same. Like I say, that it does seem that the space is already built into it for this stuff, so maybe it should be included, maybe it's an optional extra, I don't know. But yeah, so I've got a warning triangle which sits perfectly just there. I don't know what that would go there, but that's that. Let's get that out of the way. I also have added a spare bulb kit, which, to be fair, mine runs on LED bulbs, so the headlight bulb isn't needed, but the tail light bulbs are there. And indicator bulbs for the rear. So again, there's a perfect slot there for one of these kits. Is it made to measure? I don't know. So yeah, that's that one. And to that side, I've also added some jumper cables, just in case. I mean, I need to help myself, or I might be able to help other people that have got a problem. First aid kit is something that we added because we went on a European trip, and it's the law to have that over there. Same with the high-vis jackets. We've got a little one for my son here, and then the full size. There's 2 in there, I think. And that is it for what I've added. It's a pencil somehow ended up in there. So that's it for what I've added. So you will more likely find this if you've not added anything yourself. Funnily enough, there is a cross there for a first aid kit. So I wonder if it was an optional extra. So I'll go through the stuff that you will find. So first of all, start at the bottom, this is your tow eye. When I go back out to the car, I'll show you the locations where this would go in. But to be honest, if you have breakdown cover, the person that comes out to tow your car or fix it, they will know all about this and they'll do it. It's basically, it just goes into the front or the rear of the car. Like I say, I'll show you when we get outside those locations. It screws in, see it's threaded, and it's used to tow your car. It's attached to the chassis, so it shouldn't cause any damage to the bodywork of your car. So that's that. I explained this already outside for removing those fake wheel nut covers. Simple as that. That lives just here. I don't know if you'll find yours in there, but this is where I keep my locking wheel nut, and also the wheel nuts it's replaced. So that's that, because it has a card in there if I need to replace the locking wheel nut to get another one made. Ding. Okay, so on to the actual run the repair kit stuff now. That's 2 simple things. One is this bottle here, which I'll put on the table, and the other is the pump. So this is now empty, so we'll get this out of the way. Right, so the 2 things, obviously the first thing you would try is to try and reinflate your tyre. So that's this thing here. On the back of it, you'll see all the cables for it. This orange part here plugs into your 12-volt power supply. So as we've gone through in previous videos, you've got one in the centre of your dash, just underneath the climate controls. You've also got one in the armrest as well, and it is a very long cable. I don't really want to pull it out. It is actually quite a long cable, so it will get all the way into the car and to one of the tyres on one of the corners. So that's that orange part there. And then the valve to actually inflate your tyres is this bit around the outside, this braided part. You just pull it out. If I can get my hand to it, there's actually a little loop here to pull it by. Pull that out all the way around. So once you've got that out, you unscrew this end, he says. There we go. And then that screws onto your tyres. It's threaded, so you just turn that onto one of the valves on your tyres, put the orange bit into your cigarette lighter part, your 12-volt lighter, and then your on-off switch on the side, and it will start inflating. So you can also use, all the instructions for it are on here, which is the best part. So, you know, if you don't have to come and look at my video if you do have this issue, it's all there in step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you need to use this bottle that you've got here, and that goes into this here. So remove this big orange tab, open up the bottle onto there, screw it on until it's tight, and it will push the replacement, like the repair stuff. So like I say, what I would do is try and reinflate the tyre first, in case it's something you could get away with getting to a tyre repair place, because I think this stuff is quite expensive, I do believe. If you do use it, it's hard to come by another one. So yeah, I would first try and inflate it. If not, go for this one, which is, so to remove that orange cap, put the bottle on there and it will actually pump the fluid into the tyre. Now you can see on here, maximum that you should inflate with this compressor is for 10 minutes, probably because the motor will burn out, to be honest with you. And also you are aiming to get it to your tyre pressure. So you need to look on your car, on the inside of the driver's door. That will show you what pressure you should be pumping it to. Again, at the bottom very part here, you can see the different sort of acceptable pressures. So if it is not getting above 130 kPa, I don't actually know what that stands for. Someone can tell me in the comments. If it doesn't get above 130 kPa, you need to just stop and ring your recovery company. If it is at up to 220 kPa, you need to keep bumping it for a max of 10 minutes. And if it gets above 220 kPa, you can drive the car to your service station as it shows. So that's how that works. Interestingly, I have just noticed, because my car is a 2014, this is out of date. Oh no, still fluid. So I could do with getting a new one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find where you get them from. This is obviously made by Continental. And I'll put in the description how much it costs for a new one. I assume that might be the part number there underneath it. But yeah, I'll have a look into it, because obviously this might not work now, with it being, 3 years out of date now. We're in April 2021. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, that's the contents that you get with the with the set. And what I'm going to do now is go out to the car, and I'm going to show you how to put it all back in, and I'm also going to show you the locations of those tow eye points. Okay, let's go back to the car. So one thing I just realised I didn't point out to you was, if you have got the space saver wheel, I'm guessing here, it'd be great if someone could confirm for me, but in these gaps down here, it looks like one of these may be a wrench to undo your tyre nuts. So yeah, if someone could let me know in the comments, that'd be great, just so I know. But I assume it would be, because obviously it's all right having a space saver, you do need some way of getting those nuts off. So yeah, probably either there or there, potentially even over there. There might be something to remove it, maybe even down the middle. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you do have a space saver tyre. It'd be just interesting to know the differences. I came across this image on eBay which shows what will be included with the space saver tyre. So obviously you've got the space saver tyre there. There is a jack, another tow eye, which I don't think will be included extra. The hook is used for turning the jack, making it go up and down, and also a tyre brace for removing the nuts. So they're the things that are missing off mine, because I don't have a space saver, but that's what you would have there instead. So just to explain the location of these tow eye points, they are little squares you'll see on your bumper. I've loosened them off camera because they're actually quite hard to loosen. Like I said before, the breakdown company should have the tools to remove these anyway, so you shouldn't need to unless you're towing it yourself. You just need something thin just to get into the gaps to pull it out. Once it's out, it's on a little retainer anyway, so it shouldn't fall off. And that big bolt I showed you, the big tow eye, this guy here, screws into that hole there on the back. Moving around to the front. On the front of the car, again, I've removed it already. It's just next to the number plate, and it's quite a recessed hole actually on the front, because it's well in there behind all the crash protection. Just in there, same again. Again, it's got a retainer on it, and I'll show you what it's like to put back on. You can see actually it has 4 clips, one on each side, so it is obviously needs to be well held on. You don't have it popping out now and again, and it just pops back in. There we go. So it sits like that on the front. You can see there's actually a little gap to get something into to pop it out. The rear one, again, that pops in sideways. It's actually a shaped one, You can see the bottom corner is a different shape to the rest of it, so it can only go back in one way. Again, just make sure all of those edges pop back in. Voila, it sits like that. There you go. So now we'll just move on to getting this back in. So it's quite a simple thing, just the reversal of how you took it out. So getting it back in, it does only go in one way. So you're looking for this bottom lip just here, this flat bit, that it goes against the rear bumper. So it goes in like so. Bumper cable's out the way. And then yeah, back to this screw that we've taken out, that goes in the middle. You might need to make sure it does line up. We're looking for the hole. Tighten it up relatively tight because you don't want to hear this lot moving around in the boot whilst you're driving. There we go, that's that. And then boot carpet back in. Just slide that in. So again, starting from the boot, putting it underneath the two lugs each side, pushing it straight down. Push it in, push it down, make sure it's sat properly. And then yeah, that's it. So you just need to put your boot dividers back in, which I always have on the lowest setting. So I slide them under there, pull it forwards, slide it under there, push it back, and voila, that's it done. And that's it, as simple as that, guys. So, as usual, if I'm in shot, I can't see it here. So as usual, if you find this helpful, drop a like just below. It helps the channel out really well. If you're not subscribed already, please do. You'll find loads of information if you do have a Qashqai yourself. And I shall see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys. So I'm back inside now, and just to finish the video, I've just had a look into the price of one of those bottles of the tyre repair stuff, and it's £25 something. Like I say, I put a link in the description below. It's not cheap, really. I can see why a lot of people do actually look for the space saver tyres. I think they'll sort of get them from people that are scrapping their Qashqais, or I assume you could probably buy them from Nissan as well. So yeah, it's something to think about. I don't know the actual longevity. I guess it's probably 4 years, because mine was a 2014 Qashqai and that bottle expired in 2018, so maybe those bottles last 4 years. So it may be worth thinking about, you know, if you're keeping your Qashqai for a while and you can find a space saver tyre pretty cheap, it may actually be a more viable option just to go for a space saver tyre and have that there instead. So it's worth thinking about.